Cassie decided to wake up at 4 a.m. that morning to get ready for school. She needed to clear her head, and for those 3 hours she spent getting ready, she only thought about one thing.
I do not think I've ever been more excited to film a video in my life. I genuinely believe this is gonna be the most important video, one of the most important videos you will ever watch on self-improvement. This concept and this ideology is so important in getting anything you want in life. Your needy energy makes you repulsive. You always chasing things is making them run away from you. I'm sure everybody's had the phrase that don't chase or attract, but people are still chasing like their life depends on it. You being needy, you always attach and trying to have control of situations is making things go away from you, and you wonder why you don't have what you want in life because you try to have control like you're God. Focus on the law of detachment and your life will completely change. Hey guys, my name is Mariam. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm just a girl who likes to talk about self-improvement and improving your lives and self-development. If you're new here, subscribe, like and comment on this video. If you listen on my podcast, hey guys, welcome back to the It Girl Diaries, and let's get into this video / episode. The more energy you put into other people, the less energy you put in yourself, and the more energy you put in yourself, the more energy other people will put in you. If you keep thinking about other people, less people will actually care about you. But if you start focusing more on yourself, people will focus more on you. You become more attractive when you don't chase. When you chase things, they will run. When you chase after something, they will run from you. That job that you're chasing, that thing that you're so attached to, you feel like you have to have so much control over this thing, when in reality, you need the complete opposite. Let go of control over the situation, because when you let go of this situation, it gives you the ability to have options to infinite other possibilities that were even better than what you thought. Let's say there's this particular job or this particular guy or this particular body that you want. If you're so attached to this one, just tunnel vision on this one thing, black and white, that's the only thing that you want, you stopped yourself seeing that, oh, the perfect job was right in front of you the whole time. You spent your whole life trying to find your dream relationship, not knowing that your best friend was literally everything that you wanted. But because you wanted control over everything in your life, you blinded yourself to the things that were actually good for you. Everything that you're chasing, everything that you're running after, everything that you're so attached to, the fact that you're not getting them is everything to do with you and nothing to do with them. The fact that this guy doesn't want you, it's not the fact that they're just this, they're that, oh, the shop doesn't want me, that's because they're this. It's because of you. Let me tell you guys something. You probably have underlying issues if you're trying to chase or track something so hard, and you are so attached to it. And let's say you're trying to build a cake, right? And the thing that you want so badly, the money that you want, is the icing on top of the cake. And you are the cake. Because you think that having this thing will complete you just how icing completes the cake. If your cake has no eggs, no flour, no butter, no milk, the cake is going to tumble. The icing may be there, but the cake itself is not good. Adding the icing on top of a cake that's not good is not going to add that much to it. It's the cake that you actually taste rather than the icing. If you are not healed, if you are not confident in yourself, if you don't love yourself enough, just having the relationship, just having the money, it's not going to do really that much for you as much as you thought it would. Yes, it will add a little bit to your life, but at the end of the day, your issues are still going to be with you, no matter if you're in a relationship or not. You'll be in this relationship, but at the end of the day, you still have to live in your body. You still have to think your thoughts. You still have to be with yourself 24/7. Just because you have this person, just because you have this money, doesn't mean your life's going to change. You're still going to be you, just with this thing added to it. Then you need to understand that. Think about, journal about this. Why am I so obsessed with getting this thing? Why am I so obsessed with this guy? Why am I so obsessed with getting this money? Is it because I think that money is going to make me feel freedom? Why do I need to feel freedom? It's because I feel trapped? Is it because I don't feel abundant? Why do I need to be with this guy? Is it because I don't feel loved? I need you guys to focus on this thing first. I'm going to tell you guys something real quick. That think back millions and millions and millions and millions of years ago when money wasn't a thing, and how like all society things were created, like beauty, fame, money, love, they've idolized. Think back to when these things were idolized. These people, regardless of the money, they still felt abundance. Regardless of the relationships, they still felt love. Regardless of the banging body and the pretty face, they still felt confident and beauty. Why? Because they felt these things inside themselves. They didn't need the outside factors. And obviously nowadays we use these things to enhance ourselves. But back then they didn't need all of that because they had the things inside themselves. I'm telling you guys, if those people who lived back then were living now, they would be the most successful people. Why? Because they had the feeling before they had the thing. Nowadays, we all want the thing without the feeling or without the inner work. We all want the money, but we don't feel abundant. We all want the love, but we don't feel love. You need to conjure up the feeling inside you first. I was looking for a quote in the book, You're All About Us, but basically, you have to change your thinking first. This is the quote. And then the evidence appears. The problem is we want the evidence first before we change our thinking. We demand to see the evidence before we believe it's true. We demand to see the money before we believe we're rich. We demand to have the relationship before we believe in love. Why? Why? I need you guys to journal and think about that. Why are you so obsessed with having these things? Doing these things out of lack. And it's all about to do with manifestation as well. If you believe in law of assumption, this makes a lot more sense to you. But if you don't, then it'll be harder for you to understand. But basically a little quick rundown. For you to attract things that you want, you have to pretend as if you already have them. You being needy and also trying to have control over situations of things is basically signaling to the universe, to God, that you don't have this thing already. You want this relationship so badly is basically signaling that you don't have this relationship already. If a person, think about it, if I was in this relationship, would I really be like wanting this relationship so badly? Would I just be happy with myself knowing that I have someone that's enhancing my life? That's how you would feel. So be happy with yourself in your life right now, because that's the same way you would feel if you had the relationship. I'll get to this point later in this video, but we overestimate things so much in our mind. Have you ever wanted something so badly in your life? You finally get it, and it's like, this is nothing how I imagined it to be in my head. Focusing on the law of detachment and not being needy is slow but really rewarding. You can see this girl who's being so attached to getting a certain boy, or she's so attached to the fact that she wants a relationship, and you'll see her and she's getting attention from these boys and they want to be like her and have the relationships and have this attention. But remember that what she's getting is not permanent. It's so temporary. You're chasing this money, so you're moving from job to job to job to job, but you're never building wealth by doing all of this, and you're never getting the money that you want. You just letting go and detaching from the situation. In the beginning, it may seem like everything is going backwards, and it's like, oh, but this is not working out for me. I'm not really focused on this thing and it's not really coming. But trust me, when you detach, things will come to you in magical ways that you never imagined it before. When you just focus on the journey and not the outcome. Let me give you guys an example. For me as an example, I always wanted to grow my TikTok and grow my YouTube. And I was so attached to the fact that I want to grow my YouTube, so I will be posting videos that I didn't really like, but I was like, oh, let me just post it anyway because I want to grow. When I started like just posting videos I actually started doing what I wanted to do, which is give advice and just talk to you guys like we're having a normal conversation, because you guys are literally my besties. And just do what I actually wanted to do. In the beginning, I wasn't really seeing that much growth. Like my first self-development YouTube video, you could probably look back, it probably says like, you hate your life, here's why, and it probably has like 20 views or whatever. And didn't feel like I wasn't getting the progress I wanted, but I was doing it because I enjoyed it. And because I enjoyed it, I kept doing it. And the more I kept doing it, I didn't really see that much growth. I was like, you know, whatever, I enjoy making these videos. So I detached from the fact that I wanted to gain followers. When I detached from the fact that I wanted to gain followers, and I just posted the videos because I enjoyed speaking to people, and the 5 people who saw the video, they liked it, I kept going. And when I started detaching and changing my focus from gaining followers to just doing something I enjoy and sharing my knowledge with people, that's when I started growing followers, guys. When you stop chasing this money, chasing these men, chasing these relationships, and you work on yourself and your self-love, and you're like, I love myself so much right now, I'm so happy in myself right now, I'm not even thinking about relationship, that's when your perfect man, perfect woman will come to you. And it will be so out of the blue because you're thinking like, what? So all this time I want a relationship, I never got a relationship, but now I finally got a relationship, that's like a relationship. That's just how the universe works. That's just how the world works. Going back to the point where I was like, things need to be slow and rewarding. Guys, you gaining all this clarity in yourself is you getting these strong roots. Oh my god, I just had the amazing analogy. But all these people who are constantly going left, right. Bro, their roots are literally 2 centimeters deep. As soon as a little wind blows, they have to do it all over again. Guys, you chasing all these things, being needy about these things, you have to do the same process over and over again. You have to go through job applications over and over again. You have to be speaking to new people, doing this over and over again, because your roots are not strong enough. Your clarity in yourself is not strong enough. And as soon as a little turmoil comes, you're not clever. As soon as a little hardship comes, not clever. When you work on yourself, you grow your roots deep into the ground. Your tree will be so strong that even the mightiest of winds cannot blow you over. Guys, I'm actually preaching today. I'm so passionate about this topic because that's why I said this video is probably going to be one of my best videos on my YouTube channel, because this topic is so important, and like, you need to understand the spaces before you start any self-improvement. Like, you become more needy and more attached to something and more obsessed with something, I should say, the more predictable it is. So I'm going to bring up a little bit of psychology into this. B.F. Skinner, he's a psychologist, and he found that he had this box, and basically this box would give out food to pigeons, and he made it so that before, it would be like every single 5 times they pressed the button of the box, they would get the food. But then he suddenly changed it and made it so unpredictable. So you could press the button 10 million times or 10 times before you finally get the bird food. Maybe 1 time and you get the bird food. Maybe 20 times before you get the bird food. And he found out that the birds became more obsessed and more attached to this box. They kept pressing this button. Now, let me think back to a situation that you might be or may have been. Think about this person you've been texting, right? And in the beginning, the convo is so good. You know, they're chatting, they're giving you fast replies. Suddenly, why are they taking 5 minutes to reply? Wait, but their replies are normally good. Why are they taking 20 minutes to reply? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say this is a bad thing. This is human nature. We find something that's consistent, suddenly it's inconsistent, and then we get attached to it. Suddenly, this guy that always used to be annoying you before, always texting you before, you find yourself suddenly texting him first because he hasn't texted you in like a few hours. You suddenly got obsessed with this guy. That's how people mess with your mind and get you obsessed with them. I mean, it's a little like dark psychology tip if you want someone to get obsessed with you, but like, don't use it unless you want to. And you need to understand that the law of detachment helps you be in the situation and not get obsessed over it. Texting someone. They're hustle their replies. Before I know it, 5 minutes they don't text me back. I'm like, oh, okay, so they're probably like busy or they found something else to do. I'm not gonna think about this for the next 2 weeks or month and like be obsessed over it and start texting them back first, because this is out of my character to go out of my way to text this person first. So I need you guys to like practice the law of detachment in these types of situations where you are finding yourself become obsessed over. And I'm not saying make excuses for this person, because it's not cool for someone to leave you on like delivered or read. But if they go low, go lower.
They go low, I go lower.
Recognize in this situation that, oh, this is basically the Skinner's box thing, and I'm the bird and this is the box. I am not going to make myself be obsessed over this. I want to stop thinking about this and stop overthinking about this. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to go and reorganize my whole entire room so I don't even think about this. And when you start you're busy, keeping yourself busy, you find out that you haven't been thought about this guy in like the last 2 months and you used to think about him every single flipping day. I know you do. When you analyze these things, when you have attachment to these things, you put all the power in them. Suddenly, this thing is deciding how you act, and this thing is finally changing your character, or this person is changing your morals and the way you think. Suddenly all the power is with them and there's no power in you. And this is so dangerous, because why are you letting someone else who's not you, something else that's not you, depict your actions? Before you know it, you're doing things that might, like, wait, but I would never do this. I would never normally wear clothes like this revealing. I would never normally snoop so low just to get this money. But it's because this thing has power over you and you're so obsessed with it. This is why people say money is the root of all evil, because people are so attached to money, they're so obsessed with money, and they don't have the feelings of abundance in their heart, but they want the abundance without the feeling of it. Like, hello? Make it make sense. Before you know it, they're selling their children, their wives, their homes, all because of money. Realize that if this thing's having power over you, you don't have the power in yourself, and call your power back to yourself. Bring the power back to yourself, and the way you do this is through spending time with yourself without being busy by yourself. So you can do this through meditation, through working out, through just like doing beauty stuff on yourself, with like doing makeup for yourself and not going out. Is you put energy back in yourself. Journaling is putting that energy back in yourself. Being out in nature and just sitting in nature, listening to the birds go about, is you put energy back in yourself. Sleeping is putting energy back in yourself. Eating is putting energy back in yourself. Put your energy back into yourself and take away this energy, all this energy that you've put into other things. Bring it back to you, because now your energy is dispersed everywhere. It's in here, in this, in that, in that. Where's your energy? In your body. It's everywhere else but your body. And you wonder why you're feeling sad. You wonder why you're feeling depressed. You wonder why you're feeling negative. So your energy is everywhere else but within you. I need you to crucify your fantasies, slay your enemies.
Slay your enemies!
Like I said before in my other video. But crucify your fantasies. I need you guys to see things for surface level as they are. Any type of fantasy or anything of a type of perception you've created in your head, I need you to kill it off. See someone for surface level as they are. And I mean, do this with caution. Like, if someone's giving you like if someone's aura or something's off about them and they're being like nice to you, you can't just be like, oh, they'll be nice to me, it's fine, but you feel like a bad energy around them. See people for how you feel around them and the things they say to you and the way they act about you. Learn about people's body language and see how they act, what they do around you. Are their feet turns towards you? Are they making eye contact with you when you're speaking to them? Are they always looking around? This is a sign that they don't want to be around you. But because they looked at me today, or they asked me for a pen, or they gave me their pen and lessons today, they love me. Girl, actually see things with real life, with real glasses on, not just rose tinted glasses. See things for they actually are and crucify any type of perceptions, fantasies. See people for the surface level they are. Don't think about the deeper, but he's this. No. Oh, but that's no. See it for the surface level and see things for what they actually are. Last point of this video I want to say, I did mention this before, but everything you need in your life right now, you most likely have access to. Like I said in the beginning, think back in the olden days when people didn't have all the money, they didn't have the fame, they didn't have the beauty, they didn't have the likes or the comments or the shares. They didn't have all these material things, but they had the internal feelings of them. And these internal feelings of them is what attracts these material things into the world. Everything that you want the money so you can feel freedom. You want the relationship so you can feel love. You don't want the relationship, you want the love. You don't want the money, you want the freedom. You don't want the likes, you want the attention. Not in a bad way, but you just want to feel like someone cares about you. For me, example on YouTube, I didn't want the followers. Yes, the followers are nice. I just wanted people I could share who had a similar mindset to me and share my ideas with. I don't want to do well in academics. I just wanted the validation on people to think that I'm smarter than I am. And that's just the truth. Find out the truth, be truthful to yourself, and find out why you're obsessed with these outcomes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. My throat is literally hurting from speaking because I literally just want to get this point across to you, because I think this is so important. I think this is one of the most, like I said for the third time again in this video, this is such a valuable video, and I feel like this would honestly change your life when you honestly focus on law of attachment. You have so much inherent worth that you just breathing, you can have anything that you want in life. And don't narrow yourself down just to this one guy because he's giving you attention, or this one job just because it pays you. But you don't want that money though. You don't want that bad guy. Realize that there's better things out there for you. when you focus on the law of detachment, your life will literally change. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. I appreciate you all much. May peace be with you guys. Love you. And bye y'all. See you next week Friday for a new video and next week Monday for a new podcast. Bye y'all.